So, the last few artillery intelligence reports have covered topics like AR product standards and business models. But to put more substance and validation behind those narratives, we decided to ask real consumers how they feel. So, working closely with Thrive Analytics, Artillery Intelligence authored questions to be fielded through its established survey engine to more than 52,000 US adults. And the result is Wave 8 of the research and a narrative report we published to unpack the results. So starting at a high level, 35% of respondents have used mobile AR, up from 32% in the previous wave, and 80% of those do so at least monthly. And as far as what they're using, the format we call AR as a feature took the top spot for the 5th year in a row. And this is AR features within non-AR apps, so for example, Snapchat Lenses. And the format is successful because it meets users halfway in the apps they already use. Now, meanwhile, Web AR has 15% of current AR usage, and we're bullish on this format because of its easy onboarding in browser-based experiences that can be shared through universal web links or QR codes rather than forcing an app download. In terms of content types, gaming leads, which is attributable to Pokemon Go, which is still sustaining fairly well, by the way, though gaming as a category did decline about 8 percentage points from the previous wave. That's followed by AR shopping, such as virtual product try-ons, visual search, and social AR. Now, to zero in on one of those categories, we're particularly bullish on visual search, which came in at 34% of mobile AR users, which is up 7 points from the previous wave. So this is when you point your phone at a real-world object to contextualize it using tools like Google Lens. And we like it because it checks several of the boxes for potential killer apps, including frequency and utility and broad applicability. It's also naturally monetizable given high user intent, just like web search, but through the camera. So Google is salivating over that factor and continues to invest in Google Lens to future-proof its core search business, which should accelerate it all the more. Another positive sign was that 56% of respondents report high satisfaction with mobile AR, which is great, but that stood in contrast with non-users who report explicit disinterest. And this keeps coming up wave after wave of this research, and it really characterizes AR's marketing challenge. So users love it, but they have to try it first to really get it. But yet it's hard to get non-users to see the value because they're not into it. So furthermore, it can't be captured in traditional marketing like photos or video. So altogether, it's a classic chicken and egg dilemma. And it'll take time and cultural acclimation to get past those barriers as AR slowly acclimates and proves itself and gains greater mainstream traction. So strategically speaking, that adoption process can be accelerated in a few ways. So first, notice how the most popular forms of AR, like Snapchat Lenses, never use the term AR. Even Google calls visual search captions for the real world, rather than jargony acronyms. So the lesson is to be plain spoken in AR marketing. Other successes include tying AR to high-frequency activities. So visual search checks that box, as I mentioned, as does messaging and communications, as Snapchat has done with Lenses. Speaking of which, tying AR to a social graph, as Snap and Instagram have done, can accelerate growth through virality and network effect. And gamification is another way to boost that traction and stickiness. So that just scratches the surface, and you can see more in the full report. But in closing, most of these survey results are positive confidence signals for AR, but they also indicate that there's still a ways to go. So getting there will require plain-spoken marketing, reducing friction, and positioning AR to enhance the activities that consumers are already comfortable with, such as shopping and socializing and searching. And that's where we believe AR's killer apps will germinate.